If you think your car is a legal safe zone for your gun, this video may hit you like a punch to the chest. Pause. Because in several states, the old idea that it is fine as long as it stays in the car is getting weaker, narrower, or flat out rewritten right now. Quick question before we continue. Are you subscribed? Because what I am about to reveal could save you from a mistake that follows you for years. Hit that button now. Here's the truth behind the title. When I say 4 states are ending car carry protections this year, I do not mean every one of them has already banned car carry. I mean the legal shield many gun owners count on is shrinking. In one state, the change is already live. In another, it is sitting on the governor's desk right now. And in 2 more, lawmakers are pushing rules that make your glove box, center console, or parked car a whole lot riskier. First thing, let us talk about Colorado, because this is the warning shot everybody else should study. A lot of gun owners grow up with a simple rule in their head. If the gun stays in your private car, you are probably okay. Most people think the car itself protects them, but Colorado changed that. If you knowingly leave a handgun in an unattended vehicle, it has to be in a locked, hard-sided container out of plain view and inside a locked vehicle, locked trunk, or locked RV. For long guns, the rule can be even more specific. A locked soft case may work, but only if there is also a locking device. Let me break that down for you. Under the seat is not enough. Wrapped in a hoodie is not enough. Tucked between the console and seat is definitely not enough. And yes, this is where it gets interesting. Colorado still talks about lawful protection while traveling in a private vehicle. But the state also carved out a big exception. That exception is for unattended vehicle storage. In simple English, that means the old "my car protects me" mindset now has a big hole in it. If you step out to grab coffee, go into the gym, or run into a store, the law starts asking different questions. Is the gun locked up? Can someone see it? Is the car locked? If the answer goes bad, your day can go bad too. Imagine this. You drive to a shopping center after work. You have a handgun in the center console. You think, I will only be inside for 5 minutes, but a stranger walking by can see you park. Your car is now unattended. If that gun is not stored properly, you may have just walked into a legal problem without even touching the gun. That is the part that shocked a lot of people. The problem is not only carrying, the problem is what happens after you leave the driver's seat. Now, some people hear civil infraction and think, oh, so it is no big deal. Do not make that mistake. Even when the penalty sounds smaller than a misdemeanor, the stop, the report, the seizure issues, and the legal mess can still cost you money, time, and peace of mind. And here is what most people get wrong. They think the law only matters if the gun is stolen. No, the storage rule can matter the second you leave it wrong. If you're finding this helpful, imagine what you will learn in my next video about the 5 words that protect you. Subscribe so you do not miss it. Second, let us move to Virginia, because this one is moving fast. Virginia lawmakers passed House Bill 110, and as of right now, it is sitting with the governor. If it becomes law, leaving a handgun in an unattended vehicle or trunk would require you to place it out of plain view. It must be in a locked, hard-sided container. A locked glove box or locked center console would count. If you do not do that, the bill says you could face a Class 4 misdemeanor. That is a criminal charge. But here's the crazy part. The bill does not just talk about some random abandoned car on a dark street. It covers a vehicle left on public property or in parking areas meant for commercial or retail use, and it defines unattended in a way that matters to normal people. If you're too far away to observe the vehicle, the law can treat it as unattended. So think about the places you go every week. Grocery store, pharmacy, big box store, restaurant, work lot. That means normal life is exactly where this rule could hit. Here's the part nobody's talking about. The bill even treats a boat as a vehicle for this purpose. So if you're a hunter, boater, or fisherman, this is not just a suburban parking lot issue. It reaches farther than many people expect. When I found that out, I could not believe the impact. Now let us jump to Illinois, where people often think having a carry license makes the car issue simple. It does not. Illinois already lets a licensee keep or carry a concealed firearm on or about the person within a vehicle. But Illinois also has strict rules around stops, prohibited places, and how you secure the gun when you leave. During a traffic stop, if an officer asks, you have to disclose that you are carrying. The officer may also secure the firearm during the stop. So right away, your car is not some magic bubble. And here is where it gets more serious. In Illinois, lawmakers have been pushing Senate Bill 1458. That proposal would tighten the unattended vehicle rule even more. If a concealed carry licensee leaves the vehicle, the firearm would have to be out of plain view in a safe or other secure locked container, not just any compartment. The bill says a glove compartment or center console would not count as the right kind of secure container. Read that again in plain English. The very spot many people use every day would no longer be good enough. Here's a hypothetical example. Say you drive to work, park in a lot, and leave your pistol in the console. You think you are being careful. Under the old habit, that feels normal. Under a tighter rule, that habit becomes a mistake. Same gun, same car, same parking lot, different legal outcome. Now, quick legal note. This is educational information. It is not legal advice. Always consult an attorney for your specific situation. Also remember this. Illinois started 2026 with stronger storage rules in general. So before new carry proposals, storage is already a focus. That is why I keep saying the trend matters just as much as the final headline. You do not want to learn after the stop. Do not be the person who learns after the theft or after the charge. 73% of people watching are not subscribed. Don't be part of that group. Join the gun owners who get these updates first. Click subscribe right now. Third, let us talk about New Jersey, because this state shows how fast a car can turn from transport to liability. New Jersey is already one of the toughest states in the country for gun transport. Now lawmakers are pushing Senate Bill 2352. This bill would expand child access criminal liability to firearms improperly stored in motor vehicles. It would remove the old loaded firearm requirement, raise the age to 18, and increase the penalty level. And if a minor gets that firearm and uses it in criminal activity, the legal consequences can get much worse. In simple English, under the push in New Jersey, it may not matter that the gun in the car was unloaded. It may not matter that you thought nobody would touch it. If it was stored badly and a minor got it, charges follow. The adult who left it there could face very serious charges. That is not a small paperwork change. That is a whole different level of risk. Imagine you park in your driveway or in front of an apartment or near a school game. You leave the gun in the vehicle because you do not want to carry it inside. A teenager finds a way in, takes it, and uses it. Most people think the main crime belongs only to the thief, but the truth is, the adult's storage choice can become part of the criminal case too. That is why these bills matter. They turn lazy habits into legal exposure. So what do these 4 states tell you? Here is the big pattern. First, states are treating the parked car less like a protected carry space and more like a storage problem. Second, the moment you step away from the vehicle matters more than many gun owners realize. Third, the exact container matters. In one state, a glove box is fine. In another state, it may not be. Fourth, I was only gone for a minute is not a defense strategy. Have you ever wondered why people get tripped up? Because the rule in their head is old, simple, and comfortable. My permit covers me. My state is pro-gun. It was hidden. Nobody saw it. But the truth is, the law cares about details. Hidden is not always locked. Locked is not always enough. Your home state habit is not always legal across a state line. And the second your gun is in a car outside your direct control, the legal math changes. Picture a traffic stop for a broken taillight. You are calm, the officer is calm, but your gun is wedged between the seat and console because you moved it after leaving a prohibited place. Now you're trying to explain. You're explaining whether it is loaded, whether your permit covers that state, and if the storage was legal. That is how ordinary people walk into extraordinary trouble. Here is what I want you to do after this video. Check your state's current vehicle carry rule. Check any state you drive into, find out what counts as an approved container, learn whether a console or glove box qualifies, learn what happens if you leave the car unattended, and if your state is moving bills like Virginia, Illinois, or New Jersey, do not wait for the headline. Track them now. This information could literally expire after January 2026. Subscribe now. The next video explains exactly what you need to do before that deadline hits. So here is the takeaway. Your car is not a magic legal bubble anymore. In states like Colorado, Virginia, Illinois, and New Jersey, it is changing. The law is either already tighter on the governor's desk or moving in a direction that punishes old habits hard. Pause. If you carry, transport, or store a gun in your vehicle, you need to know the rule where your tires touch the road. And one last thing, I make these videos because I do not want good people making bad mistakes. If you want straight talk without the nonsense, subscribe right now and stay with this channel. Laws change fast, and not knowing them will not save you after the fact. Final, simple disclaimer. This video is for education only. Gun laws change, facts matter, and your exact situation may be different. Before you rely on anything you heard here, check current state law and talk to a qualified attorney in your state. Ensure you are staying compliant with all local regulations as they evolve rapidly in these 4 specific jurisdictions. The responsibility of safe storage rests solely with the firearm owner once they exit the motor vehicle. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and always double-check your gear before leaving your car unattended in public spaces. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more critical updates regarding your Second Amendment rights and safety. We will continue to monitor House and Senate bills across the country to bring you the most accurate data available. Don't let a simple parking mistake turn into a life-altering legal battle. Know the law before you go. See 2026 Script Scene Splitter AI GitHub.